So, anyways, I was just saying that I'm happy that you guys are here. Hello, Suresh, and I'm looking forward to these live streams because it forces, me and you out of, since we're in quarantine, it forces us to meet together at a place at least 3 times a week, and we can practice yoga together at least. Hi, Abigail, welcome back. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Hi, Lily. I'm glad you made it. All right. So, um, yeah, say hello in the comments and wherever you're from, whether you're, I think, either Facebook or YouTube. Make sure that you, even if you're on Facebook, that you subscribe to me on YouTube, please. I have extra videos on YouTube that are not on Facebook, so it's nice to, so you don't miss any content. All right, let's get started. So we'll just sit up nice and tall, closing our eyes, connecting to our center. You can take hand on belly. Hi, Sam. Thanks for saying hello today. Hi, Tracy from Philly. Welcome back. So one hand on our chest, one hand on our belly, closing our eyes, just bringing all the awareness to our breath. Just letting go of your outside world for this hour we committed to yoga. Nice deep inhale and exhale, focusing on the breath, the feeling of the breath in your body, like an ocean wave. When you inhale, belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Belly, ribs, chest rise on the inhale, fall on the exhale. Nice deep full breath. Let's do 2 more like that. All right, let's take our hands in front of our hearts and drop our gaze and take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And then we'll seal that intention in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right. And welcome, Layla. Good to see you. Let's start with just a few neck rolls here. So just slowly bringing the chin to the chest, over to your left, chin to the chest, over to your right. Slowly softening in to any tightness or tension you may feel in your neck and shoulders. All right, let's reach long through our side body for a side body stretch. If you like, you can bend your hand just at where the neck meets your skull. And just lean back. Hi, Sandy Garcia. Welcome. We're just doing a nice stretch side to side into our side body. Keep your sitting bones down. You're able to grab your head anywhere that feels good to you. If you need a deeper stretch, you can bend the elbow down towards the floor. Make sure it's not too big of a stretch where your opposite sitting bone will come up. So if this is hiking up, then just keep your arms straight instead. All right. Arms out, cactus arms. Let's bring our elbows to touch. And then cactus arms, elbows to touch. And one more time, cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades, widen the collarbones, and then straighten the arms up. And then down, and then up. Just pulling down. And one more time up. And pull it down. Squeeze shoulder blades, broaden your chest, and look up. All right, let's come on to all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Start warming up the spine with a little cat-cow, dropping your belly. And then rounding your back, tucking your tailbone under. Inhale, looking up, opening your chest. Exhale, rounding forward, tucking your tailbone under. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Three more like this. 3, 2, and last one. And release. Let's take your right arm up. And then we're going to bring it down and almost touch your head, but not quite. And then we'll pull it back up, lengthen up, and then stretch it out. So we're just bringing our shoulder down, but the ear is not touching the floor yet. And then rotating our ribs up. And let's say the third time, you can go ahead and touch down to bring your head to the floor. And isometrically drag it back towards you. So that shoulder stretch. If you like, you can reach your arm up. If you like, you can straighten the left leg. You don't have to do this part, only if you want to. Left leg comes up and slowly bring it forward. And it can go anywhere on the floor. It doesn't have to go in your hand. But if you're able to, in your hand, that's great. Or you can just grab it anywhere. And if you're able to stack and roll your shoulder back. And release. Other side. All right. So remember, we're going to do 3 times. Just stretching up. Bringing the shoulder all the way down, but your ear doesn't touch down yet. Coming up. And threading it through. And then last time, let's thread it through. And bring our head all the way down. Maybe reaching your right arm up. And maybe just feeling that stretch, or if you like to try to challenge yourself, lifting the right leg, slowly bringing it down. Anywhere on the floor is fine. And maybe straightening the right arm behind you, rolling the shoulder back, or grabbing your inner thigh, rolling the shoulder. And release. Okay. So from here, you're going to take your right leg up. Let's point your toes, draw your belly in, and you're going to make small circles. Small circles. Do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then we'll do 6 circles the opposite direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. So lifting that leg parallel if you can. Let's try pointing. There doesn't take much to fill it in the glutes and the core. So small little circles. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then the other direction. Building a little strength today. 4, 3, 2, and 1 as we flow through. All right, come all the way down to your belly. We're going to come into forearm down. So a little core work with our 8-point plank here, okay? So curl your toes under, and then you're going to press down with the elbows, roll up. Your knees stay on the floor, pressing down with the elbows, trying to lift between your shoulder blades as high as you can, like cat pose, while keeping your knees and elbows on the floor. So try to have your hips lower than your shoulders. See if you can squeeze your knees together, squeeze your elbows toward your knees. And let's do 5 more breaths. Good, and come on down. And you shimmy side to side. And come on down. All right, hands by your hip, by your chest. And let's come into full cobra, or you can stay on your forearms if you like. Roll the shoulders back. And curl your toes, downward dog. Go ahead and pedal your feet. Notice how tight or tense you are in your calves as you try to lower your heels to the floor. And we'll bring our feet hips width distance and shift the heels to the left. A little side body stretch. And then over to the right. And back to center. Right leg lift. Let's bring it forward between your hands. And then left leg steps forward between your hands. Forward fold. Let your head be easy. So if you can't touch the floor, you can grab a block. And then you're going to walk your hands all the way off the mat to the left side. Get that nice side body stretch. Relax your head and neck. Other side. And back to center. Circle the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Kelly Parker. I'm glad you made it. Come on down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Left leg back. Nice strong core. There's no saggy backs here. Unless anytime of course you can come to the floor. Otherwise, let's do 3 more breaths here. And then drop to your left forearm. Drop to your right forearm. 3 more breaths here. And then bring your feet closer together. You're going to bend both knees and ever so gently tap the floor and then straighten. Bend, tap the floor and straighten. Bend, tap the floor and straighten. 3 more times. Bend, tap and straighten. Bend, tap and straighten. 1 more time. And slowly come on down. All right, shimmy side to side. Hands down, chin down, hands by your hips, and Shalabhasana. Come on up. Squeeze your arms, your shoulder blades together. Point your toes. Come on down. Again, coming up. And down, hands by your chest. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, dives you down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold left leg back. Right leg back. Nice strong core. See if you can have your feet hips width distance and shimmy your heels to the left. And then to the right. To the left. And the right. 1 more time. To the left. And the right. All right. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Look up. Come on down. Forehead on the floor for a moment as you stretch your arms forward. And then you can lift your head off the floor, but keep the gaze down. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Left arm, right leg. So strengthening the rectors on your back and your posture muscles, your legs and glutes, everything. Here we go. So you can go nice and slow, or you can go a little faster, like you're swimming. 10. So if this is hard for you, you need to do it more. And relax. Slowly come on down. Hands by your chest. Roll up for your favorite version of Cobra. It could be Cobra on your forearms or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward, forward fold. And circle the arms up. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Chair pose. And today we're conditioning a little bit, strengthening a little bit. So we're going to, in chair pose, see if you can tap your right foot back. Keep your knees together and then forward, left, back, and forward. You can do that one more time, or you can lift it up, point it like a flamingo, and down. Keep your knees together, either lifting it up or just tapping it back. And forward fold, clasp your hands or use a belt. All right. And let's circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Left leg back, arms overhead. Crescent pose, high lunge. Square your hips forward. So you can stay here or palms face forward. Relax your shoulders. And with a flat back, you're just going to hinge forward 45 degrees. Again, posture muscles squeezing between your shoulder blades. Stay here or arms alongside your ears. 3 breaths. You'll feel this more in your right glutes and hamstrings. Last one. Left hand comes down, easy twists. Try to lift that bottom hip up. All right, and step it back. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg lift. And let's bring it forward. Plant your foot. Come on up for high lunge, crescent lunge. So square your hips forward. The left hip goes back. Right hip comes forward and sink into it. So modify as needed. If you're tired, you can take a child's pose or do any pose on your knees. So again, stay here or a little harder, squeezing shoulder blades toward each other, leaning forward 45 degrees. Feeling that left posterior chain really firing up. Stay here or arms alongside your ears. 3 deep, slow breaths here. Really adding extra weight. That posterior chain left side. Pull that left hip back. And right hand comes down. Easy twist. Draw the belly in. Lift the right hip another inch or so. All right. And then step it back. Nice strong plank. You're just going to lift the right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Just lift the left leg up for 3, 2, 1. You can do this like this on your knees if you like. Otherwise, we're going to try to do the right leg up, the left arm up for 3, 2, and 1. And then the left leg up, the right arm up. All right, let it come on down. Take a quick child's pose. And then we're going to come on to all fours. All the way back in the back of your mats. Just for a little different kind of movement, curling the toes under, lifting your knees off the floor, a little bear crawl. So the right arm, left leg comes forward, left and right toes come forward. And it's just kind of weird, but it's really good for mobility and strength. So we're just gonna crawl it back. Just walk like a bear crawling or some kind of four-legged animal. If you need to walk on your knees, that's fine, but try to do it one more time forward and back without touching your knees on the floor if you're able to. And back down. All right, forward and come on up to downward dog. Feet together, right leg lifts, bend it and stack it. Open your hips. And then bring it forward. Warrior one, come on up. Or spin that back heel down. Warrior one, come on up. Let's take your left elbow over right for eagle arms. Lift your elbows, hands away from the face. If you're more balanced and flexible so you won't fall over, you can take a little thoracic back bend here. And come back down. So you can either interlace your fingers planted here for an easier warrior three, or you can go into any kind of flapping the arms or reaching your arms forward, warrior three. Most of you have to drop this left hip down. If you need to hold on to something, feel free, or even right here. Try to have those back toes facing straight down. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower down. Warrior one. Straightening the front leg. Hips are squared forward. Right hip back. Left hip forward. Hinge forward as far as you can. And then see if you can grab your ankle, your shin, a block. And just rotate, rotate, rotate up for triangle pose. Try to move your top ribs away from your top hip. Feel that length in the side body. Maybe stretch the top arm parallel to the floor. And bend the front knee. Let's try your half moon. So if you need a wall, go for a wall. If you need a block, grab a block. Otherwise, you're walking the right hand forward under your shoulder, stacking your hips one over the other, flexing through that back foot. And when you feel balanced, you can extend the arm up. You can even turn the gaze up if you feel more comfortable or balanced. And you can bend the top leg, grab your ankle, roll your shoulder back for Chapasana if you're there. Another option, if you can't do this pose, is to stay on your knees and do it. So you feel you can, work the same muscles at least. Try to do that. Okay. So we'll slowly come on down. And we'll parallel your feet to each other for Prasarita. Let's do clasping our hands behind us. So lifting your kneecaps, lifting your chest and widening the collarbones. See if you can straighten the arms behind you or use a belt. Hips come back, forward fold, arms over your head. And hands to the floor. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. And then exhale, fold. We're going to quarter turn to your left, and we're going to come into our warrior one on this side. So the back heel is down, heel to heel alignment. Hips are squared forward. Take your right elbow over the left elbow. Lift your arms, hands away from the face. Or you can do a upper back bend. And coming forward for warrior three any way you want. If you want to keep your eagle arms, that's fine too. Or you can, like a lever here. Or you can swim the arms out or forward. And you can also use your blocks here. Look back at your feet. Try to make sure they're pointing straight down. We're going to slowly put it back and straighten the front leg. And you're going to hinge forward as far as you can for triangle on the other side. Hi, Teresa, you made it. Good. So triangle on this side, stacking your shoulders. If you want to parallel the top arm, go for it. And then you're going to come the right hand on the right hip. We're going to walk into half moon pose. So if you need a block, grab it on the way. Just stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Or if you don't need it. Good. Once you feel balanced, again, if it's hard for you, just do it on your knees. So if it's hard to balance, just do this. And it's much easier to grab when you're on your knees. So you can also lean against a wall at home for this. If you want Chapasana, grab your ankle, either pull it in towards your glutes or you can kick it away. And release. And slowly come on back. All right. So heels in, toes out. Come down. And up. Squeeze your glutes, lift your chest, and down, and up, and down, and up, down, and up. Let's just do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. And then turn the left foot out. Come into warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. You can have the hand back here or you can swim it around you. Press the thigh away and then you find a little deeper side body stretch. Forearm to your thigh. Stretch long through your side body. And you can drop your hand to the floor here. Bending and straightening the front leg. Get into your hamstrings a little. So from here, the top hand behind you, roll your shoulder back, find a half bind. Or if you like, you can do a full bind. And release. It's quarter turn in and other side. Warrior two, come on up. So if you're not sure if you're holding tension in your shoulders or creeping up, go ahead and creep it up on purpose as high up as your shoulders to your ears, and then relax. And then it should feel all the way relaxed. You might do it a couple times and then just relax and spread your fingers apart and sink down into your pose. Draw the belly in and reverse the warrior. Again, hand behind you or reaches to the front thigh. Forearm to your thigh, side, body stretch. Go ahead and drop your hand to the floor. Optional bending and straightening here. And soften into those hamstrings. And then top hand behind you, roll the shoulder back, half bind. Stay here if it's hard enough. Otherwise, if you want to try a full bind, go for it. And release. Quarter turn, or actually I'm going to face forward. So coming down from Alasana. You can either stay forward or I'm just showing you the side view. So heels down. If it's hard for you to sit like this, you can roll a blanket under here, or you can do this like your mat. Or if you really need to, sit on a block. Okay, so hands together in Namaste as we close our eyes. Lengthen up through the crown of our head and use our elbows to press the knees out. Tailbone down. Chest is lifted. Closing our eyes. Pressing our thumbs into our heart center. And finding a moment of gratitude. Gratitude to yourself for making time in your busy day to practice with me, or practice with us here together virtually. So making self-care is very important, so give yourself some props for that. And one more deep inhale of gratitude just for your body, for your breath, and for your health. Open your eyes. Let's plant your left hand straight down, using your arm to press your left knee back if you can. And then you're going to twist over to one side, leaning back into that left knee. You can stay here or possibly take a backward bind here, either holding on to peace fingers, or if you can grab the wrist, go for it. Other side, lengthen up, inhale, drop your right hand down, press the arm back. Hi, Jawad. I'm glad you can make it today. And go ahead and take a backward bind. Okay, so you can either stay here or you can work on Baddha Konasana here, or you can do that Bakasana if you have a Bakasana practice. So this is, most people will probably stay here. I know some of you, we did core work, and if you have a Bakasana practice, spread your fingers wide, looking forward, and maybe just lifting one of your feet or the other. And coming down. And we all do Baddha Konasana together. So we have this diamond shape here. Lift and lengthen and fold forward. You can walk your sitting bones back and fold forward. If you have pillows at home or a bolster and you can't quite reach, you can just hug onto it. It's all right, and come on up. And we're going to take the right leg forward. Interlace your fingers. Square your hips forward. You got to do one of these for your hip flexors. For all the sitting that all of us do too much of. So let's press down through that back knee, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Breathe deep. So you can stay here or you can reach your arms overhead if you're able to. Hands to the floor. You're just going to shift your hips back, straighten the front leg. So you might be up here. Maybe you are holding a chair or blocks here. Drag your heel down and isometrically pull it in towards you. Your hips are squared. If you're more flexible, you will fold over the front leg while keeping all of those actions, dragging the heel towards you. All right. And then we're just going to move dynamically forward and back, maybe like a few times, maybe 3 or 5 times. Forward. I just like to keep my chest on the front thigh. Pull it back, bow over, forward, pull it back, bow over. Forward. And then left hand down, turn around. You might not be able to catch it, but if you can, see if you can catch your foot and pull it in for a bonus quad stretch. And release. Other side, left leg forward. Again, be kind to your body. If your knees hurt, you can put a blanket under there or double up your mats. Okay, forward, back. Or you can stay static. Pressing through the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Optional, lifting arms, looking up. And release. Hands to the floor. Wiggle the right knee back. Shift hips back. The front leg is straight. Isometrically dragging it back. And then forward. And back. You can hold a static stretch. It's up to you if you like to move or not. Ardha Hanuman. So feel the back of your hamstrings stretching. Option to come forward and back 2 more times. Okay, coming forward, bending the back knee. See if, taking the right hand down. You can turn towards your left, see if you can catch it and pull it in. And release. All right. I'm going to come against a wall because some of you need a wall for the side stretch one. So the right leg straight, the left foot is like tree pose. And then you're going to turn your body towards the bent knee. As you reach down to your leg, press into it, and you're going to turn your chest towards that bent knee. And maybe you'll be way up here, which is fine. Better alignment in this particular pose is better than going deep, right? So you can stay here, or you can bring your elbow on your shin and just kind of relax here into that gentle side body stretch. You can hold your head and just look up towards the elbow. But it should feel kind of relaxing, and you should feel a stretch here on the side body. Really good for your low back, your quadratus lumborum, fanning out your rib cage so the diaphragm can move easier, so you can breathe easier. So you don't have to go to your edge here, just like your 60% is fine, 80% max. And of course, if you're more flexible, you can grab your foot with both hands if you're able. Keep turning the chest up. All right. And then scooping under the knee, going to the other side. Straightening the left leg and turning your body towards your bent knee, leaning against your wall or your couch or your bed, pressing the straight arm into the straight leg and turning your body towards your bent knee, and then at the same time leaning towards your straight leg, that foot. And you can just bring an elbow to your shin here and then chillax. Nice deep breaths into that side body. Up, and maybe some of you might be able to go deeper. All right, slowly come on up. And then let's see how much time we have. 9 minutes left. All right, we have time for a hip opener. So let's do, you can do pigeon or lizard, whichever one's your favorite. So I'll do pigeon, the right knee out to the right side. And then for beginners, the heel is closer to your pubic bone. If your hip is up really high, if you're really tight, you can shove a blanket or a pillow or a block underneath. If you're more flexible, you can bring your shin more parallel to the top. Dorsiflex your foot, though, make opposite of pointing to protect your knee. And if neither of these work for you, then go on your back and do this one. Figure four, right ankle over the left knee and the right hand between your legs and around your hamstring. Coming down. Trying to release all of that tension that we often hold emotions in our hips. So try to release it all. You can even take a big sigh here, inhaling through your nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Just a loud, audible sigh. Okay, and then coming up. If you're able to turn and grab your foot, go for it. If you have a mermaid practice, go for it. Otherwise, just go ahead and switch sides. Left leg forward for pigeon. Square your hips forward and then bring your forearms down. And you want to breathe deep into your, most people feel it in the piriformis, in the middle of your glute there, fanning out to the outside of your hip there. So try to keep it active. Keep taking that left hip back, the right hip forward. Or you're on your back, interlacing your fingers behind your the other leg, whichever one you just did. And then come on up. Let's turn to the right and grab your foot if you're able to. And practice your mermaid if you have that practice. And release. Let's go ahead and lay on our bellies. And we'll take a Shalabhasana. So squeezing arms and legs up. Optional, bend and grab your ankles if you can go deeper. Kick your shins away. And roll over to your left side. Keep holding on. Back to center and roll over to the other side. And back to center. Okay, let's take your left arm out. We'll do a little spinal twist. Left arm out. And then you're going to just press the right hand into the floor and twist So you're just gonna stack one hip over the other, and then you're gonna walk the bottom leg forward. The bottom leg forward. Straighten the back leg. So one hip is over the other, one pelvic bone stacked over the other. And you might lift your body and smash the left chest into the floor, chin down. Both palms are down, walking away from each other. So it kind of looks like an X from the top view, which we don't have, but you can imagine. If it's hard on your neck, you can just look over to your right. But otherwise, it's a nice, energetic spiral all the way up the crown of your head. And release. Other side, right hand reaches out with the right palm down. And you're going to stack and walk the right foot forward, the right leg forward. Stack your hips. And the back leg is just straight and hovering. So you can just stay like this. Or you can lift and smash the right chest side of the chest into the floor, chin down. And feel that nice energizing twist up your spine. It's good for the health of your spine and your back. So says my chiropractor. And release. But not for everyone is also what he said. So if it doesn't feel good in your body, always don't listen to your body, no matter what anyone says. So stack your forearms and shimmy side to side. And then you have less than 2 minutes left. So if you want to lay down for a quick Shavasana, or you can just join me for a quick seated meditation here. So returning back to your breath, you inhale, let your belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale, and then fall on the exhale. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth, blow it out as you surrender to your practice. Right. And then take your hands out to the side, or you can stay in Shavasana, that's fine. And we're going to just bring our hands in front of our heart center and pressing your hands into your heart center as you smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thanks everyone who joined. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up on YouTube and share it with a friend. And I normally stream every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So please join me again. And please consider sponsoring me if you haven't already. Thank you so much and be safe out there. Bye.